what I am still so angry about is that fire in Johannesburg. I am seething with anger, and I don't know what to do with it. 73 people at least burnt to death. One of the people on the scene said, "I've never seen so many dead bodies before, burned beyond recognition." 7 children, amongst them an 18-month-old child. And this building used to be the Central Pass Office, okay? Here's the grimmest and bitterest and most tragic of ironies. That building, number 80 Albert Street, started out life as the building in central Johannesburg which rigidly controlled the movement of black people during apartheid. And now in 2023, black people are thankfully free to move about South Africa as they like. And they move into that building and it leads to their death. What has happened? Why are we so uncaring as a society? Why are we so accepting as a society that we, oh, horror, 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 and then 2 days later, I listen to the platitudes being offered by the politicians who arrive on the scene. I watch and listen to the MEC or the MACO member for Human Settlements, Lebogang Maile, arriving at the scene and saying, "We have plans." I'm sick and tired of your plans. When is one of those plans, half of those plans, an eighth of those plans going to lead to an improvement in the lives of poor people in this country? After it was a pass office, it became, at the time we were transitioning to a form of democracy, it became a shelter for women and children under threat. A shelter for women and children under threat. And now women and children and men burned to death. I see the mayor, Kabelo Gwamanda, arrive on the scene. What a waste of oxygen. How on earth that totally clueless and incompetent young man can be made the mayor of a city with the challenges that Johannesburg has is utterly beyond me. It is because the politicians care only about themselves. They profess to care for you and me and the millions and growing number of millions of poor people in this country. But they don't care. They care about themselves. They care about power. They care about privilege. They care about status. They don't care about the poor. And they arrive on the scene and they utter platitudes. And our news bulletin quotes this political party leader and that political party leader and the other political party leader, wringing their hands and saying, "Oh, how awful this is." But where's the action that changes it? It appears that the fire might have been started by somebody burning a candle because there was no power, because there is bloody load shedding. In 2019, the then mayor, Mpho Palazzi, there was a clinic in the building at the time, and she said the clinic would have to be closed because the building was unsafe. 2019, 4 years ago. 4 years ago, this building is unsafe. An assessment by the city's environmental health inspectors had found a sudden influx of informal dwellers, water seeping through the walls straight into the health facility, vagrants partitioning the building's top floors. And I'm bloody angry with Africa, African countries, African leaders, for not building societies in their countries that keep people at home instead of sending them to the promised land here down south. I am so... What do we do with this anger? Why don't we channel it towards getting governments in place that genuinely care, not about the car that they drive, or what class they fly in when they are in an aeroplane, or whether it's French champagne or Coca-Cola that they serve at council meetings. Why are we not able to collect and channel this anger? I don't know. I do not know.